Welcome back, my fellow aggressive learners. I hope you're making wonderful progress. And if you've gotten to this stage, I still say congratulations. You're making an excellent progress. Now, in this tutorial, in this section, I'm going to show you how to use what we call the pre tag, meter tag, progress tag, all right, div tag, table, and form. All right, so we might have to divide this tutorial into two sections. All right, I might have to take three and then or four and then take the remaining two separately. So I'll take tables on a separate video and take form on a separate video. All right, good. Let's go. So let's start. Now for pre, what you use pre is to use it to do what we call pre-formatted test. Pre-formatted test, notice some of the stuff that's going to happen here. I'm going to generate a, let's say, head number 52 Oguyi Road 042 042 Obodo Ife Neme Enugu, Nigeria. Right? Good. Now watch this. Remember, I told you that in HTML does not allow white spaces. If you create space, it will ignore it and collapse it for you. But this pre-formatted tags, tag allow for such thing to happen. Watch the road. You see, it created that space for you. So let's assume this was supposed to be, I was trying to write my address. All right. Let's do H3. This is just an, sorry, there's also address tag. There's also address tag. It's just a tag. So let's assume this was an address I wanted to write, and this is how I wanted it to appear. So I just do it this way. As simple as it is. As simple as it is. If you don't know 042, my brother, you are missing. Go and find out where it's called 042. That is where things are happening in Nigeria. Is a state in Nigeria where things are happening, and this is the state. So please be a party to that state. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next stage. Let's talk about meters. All right, meter. So what do you use meter for? So meter. So shortly you shall see that. So a meter, you have value, let's say, then you have mean value, start from 0. All right, start counting from 0. Max value, let's say 100. Right, good. Or let's say 10. Let's say 10. Then what I want is out of this 0 and 10. So the value cannot be more than 10. It cannot be less than 0. So out of this 0 and 10, I want 5. Watch. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let's say I want to show. Let me use label. Did I introduce you to label? Label Dix space. Like on your machine, you see window drive C. I don't know. Let's check. Let's check and see so that I'll write it properly. I want it to be well written. All right. Good. Yeah. Windows C. Yeah. So let's do it. Window C. In case you're using Windows. All right. So I'm gonna do this Windows C. Right. So check out this. Let's assume I'm having this under. Of course, I might need to put a break tag to make it to appear under. You can see, right? Good. Right? Good. Something like this. Also, this same meter, you can do it like this. You can do it meter, you have your value. You rate it, let's say you want to write 50%, 0. In fact, this 5 now, right? You can actually just do it, indicate the value like this, and you are good to go. The same thing that I had to use this long thing to achieve, that is what I'm using this to achieve. So that is what this is. Someday you might need it, you need what to do to it. So of course you would have to give this thing a class of ID that you will use to identify it. But for now, I'm not teaching you ID. I will talk about ID as we progress. All right, good. So the next thing I want you to learn is progress bar. Progress bar. I want you to learn progress bar. Now, the progress bar is actually as simple as what? As simple as the meter 2. All right, progress bar. So I'm going to do progress bar, and then inside the progress bar I'm going to have value. The value, I want it to be 70, and then I'm going to set maximum. I want it to be 100. All right, that means it's going to show a progress bar of 100. Let's say downloading. All right, let's say I want to do label for download progress. All right, so I will do downloading. So downloading 70%. This is not supposed to show. Yeah, it's not supposed to show, so you might have to find a label to use in displaying that. All right, so but that's what it does. All right. Now, a div tag is one of the most prominent tag in HTML. Basically, a div tag is a span element. All right, what do you mean by it span all through the width? Like it is not like other element. It starts on a new line and it span through the entire width. All right, so let me put it this way. Let me do style for you so that we understand what I'm talking about. Let's do background color red. All right, so do red. Watch out what's going on here. So I'm going to call this table. Sorry, just you can see, no matter what you do, it will span through the entire length of your screen. All right, that's for div tag. Now we call it block element. Is a block element. All right, and every block element would naturally start on a new line. That means it, instead of starting from here, it left everything and started on a fresh line. It didn't start from here. So of course that is how it's supposed to be, right? Good. So now there are other tags that are not HTML, that are not a block tag. They are called inline tag. All right, and there are a couple of such tag. Let's say the aref is not an HTML. Watch now. Style, background color green. So I'm gonna do com. You can see aref contained exactly the content that is in it, but div is a block element. But al is what? A anchor tag is an inline element. Watch, I'm going to place this just before the h tag. Watch what it will do. Are you seeing? Means it is an inline element. It will never go to the next line. But the div element assume the next line automatically. But the a element assume the It just attach itself to the next element, meaning it's an inline element, it's an inline tag. All right, so we're not after a here. So I just want to introduce you to what this thing is. Right, so in the next class we're going to be talking about table only. All right, thank you very much. See you in the next class. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sir at Sadiko. Thank you.